Nityanandam, thank you for joining me. My name is Ma Nitya Swarupananda and I am a Bhautika Brahmacharini of the Nityananda order. And today I would like to just share with you the blessings that I feel in my life of having a guru in my life. I am truly blessed that the physical form, of course, I've always, since as far back as that I can remember, I have always felt a very, very deep connection with an energy, with a force, a formless force, which had no form, but I would connect with it. I would talk like I am talking to you and ask for various things, sometimes the most impossible things. But I was so blessed and fortunate every time it was granted to me. My request was granted to me. So I knew, that there is something out there which is much bigger, which is available for each and every one of us, that we can relate to, that we can connect to. And this formless energy happened in my life as a form, in the form of my Gurudev, Bhagwan, His Holiness Bhagwan Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda, whom I met way back about 14 years ago. And of course, it was the most ecstatic, the most beautiful moments of my life. Initially when I met him, you are riding this high wave and get to enjoy his intimacy, his nearness, his love. But of course, a living incarnation, a living guru, he always has your better interest at hand. In fact, it was so beautiful in this year's Guru Purnima message. This is what Swamiji, my Gurudev, he shared with us about his own relationship with his guru, who was Arunagiri Yogeshwara, none other than Arunagiri Yogeshwara. The intimate moments, the ups and downs that he went through as well with him during his formative years. And that was so comforting and gave so much solace that yes, I am pursuing my journey in the right way, the right path. Of course, when you are with a living guru, it is not always sweet and a bed of roses, so to say. He really works on you. He wants to remove and make you shine like the diamond that you need to be, and he wants to completely remove the ego, the false identity that you carry, that you have formed over this lifetime or maybe over many lifetimes. And it needs to be chiseled away slowly. But the beauty of it, that he does it with such deep love and compassion, where literally he has one hand holding an arm around you so that you don't fall away from him. He's always supporting you. So I have personally been through so many such trials and turbulations personally myself. But every time I go through, there is something deep inside of me, in my being, that always pushes me, always tells me that no, he's there. Choose him, be with him. This will pass. this will pass. And that is how I have been able to be strong, to be patient, that yes, whatever he is working on me, I have to let go of this. This has to leave me so that I can become the diamond that he is chiseling me to be, and always be in that state of powerfulness that he wishes for me to be expressing. It was almost like, initially I did not know what this is, and of course I have learnt it the hard way, where sometimes the words that your guru uses for you are so harsh, they hit you so hard that you may think, oh my God, how am I going to even rise above this? How am I going to show my face? How am I going to come out of this? But you do. Time is a great healer. And I remember one time I just wanted to see him, nothing else. I had just come to see him. He was, I used to be in the US at that time, and he was also, I had come to India to, my mother was ailing, and so I had come to spend some time with her. And before I went back, I wanted to just come briefly to the Adinam just to see him, just a glimpse. I just wanted to have his darshan, that's all, nothing else. And he was abroad. He was supposed to return the day that I was in the Adinam. But then at the last minute, his trip was postponed and he was coming another day later. And I had already planned accordingly. My flights back were booked and everything. And now he was not there. And there was no way I could get myself to leave without seeing him. So I changed all the flights and redid the bookings to wait another day for him. And sure enough, that day he arrived. And there was a lot of hustle and bustle. And there were new people in the ashram. There was a security group that was there, and all the ashramites. I was then not an ashramite. I was still a devotee. And so they were saying, oh, we'll find out whether you can see him or not, when you can see him. And so I went back and lay down to rest for some time because we were still waiting. And I was lying down and resting, and suddenly, out of the blue, my eyes just opened and I got up from the bed and ran outside and came out and looked towards the gate of the Adinam. And sure enough, these bright headlights, I see a car coming in. Without a doubt, I knew in my heart that it was him who was arriving. Sure enough, he came closer and drove by and saw, and everybody in the ashram, the ashramites began running towards the temple to have darshan. And my feet also, the eagerness to have his darshan was so intense that I too went, even though I was not an ashramite at that time. And I went and I sat down, and my turn came, and I went up to him. And he was just asking, you came for this program? I said, no. You came for this? No. I just came to see you, Swamiji. And he blessed me. And I went away, and then after giving darshan to everyone, he had walked out and was walking around, and I was also talking to some people there, hadn't seen them, and talking to them. Suddenly I hear my name being called. And this time he did not call me by my spiritual name, he called me by my legal name, which was a shock also, because he always called me by my spiritual name. And I came forward, and all he said is, you were told not to be here. And before I did could say anything. He just said, "It's over." Just very emphatically, he just said those words, "It's over." And he walked away. And I was just standing there and devastated. I could not believe it. I was not able to comprehend the meaning. I'm like, how can it be over? I just wanted at that moment just the ground earth, the mother earth to open and just swallow me in. I just did not want to exist anymore. It was just like a thunderbolt that hit me. And I still remember I mustered courage and just put my head down and walked back to the dorm and collected my things and walked out of the gate, the Biddi gate. In fact, I had my flight that day. I had just come for getting his darshan. I had to return back to the US and left the Adinam with just such a heaviness inside of me that I would never see him again. And I could not believe what had happened, and the irony of it is that I can't even share this with others, with my husband and others, because they're all waiting for an opportunity to say, "See, I told you, don't go there, don't do this." So I had to carry this pain inside of me by myself and deal with it alone. And the following year, I lost my mother in the month of February, and then also we got the news in early March of the infamous video being released, and Swamiji was arrested, and that was such a blow, so devastating. It was a very, very difficult period of my life. But that Guru Purnima in 2010, I wanted to be here. That's all I wanted. I had to be here to offer my gratitude to my Guru. And it was so beautiful when I met him. Everything was healed and over, and it was a new start, a new beginning. And I understood. And even since then, I have been through so many ups and downs in my relationship. But I have come to understand that He's always working on us. He is the most compassionate being, Bholenath. He really is. And He works in a manner where you have the courage to face it, to help yourself, to pull yourself out of it, and become stronger each and every time. I tell you, there is no other Guru like him. I've not met any other Guru, but I tell you, he is the ultimate. He is really the ultimate Guru. And I urge each and every one of you that he is here amongst us in the physical human body. Don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity to enjoy his nearness, to allow him to work on you, to allow him to expose you to the divine in you, the Shivatva in you. That is why he is here. And as he said, that you want to be with me, if you want to be with me, say 100 times, then I want you here to be with me 1,000,000 times. So I strongly urge each and every one of you who has not had the good fortune so far to meet him, to be in his breathing space. There are umpteen opportunities he provides for you to come and connect with him. He conducts a workshop, he conducts daily satsangs. There are multiple ways you can connect with him. Don't miss. Allow him to see you. Allow his eyes to fall on you. And come and experience this divine incarnation that all of us are blessed on this planet to enjoy him at this moment. The spiritual program that he is conducting, in which he promises you this complete transformation of your being, exposing you to the divinity inside of you, is called Inner Awakening. And truly, the best investment for you in this lifetime is to come and attend an inner awakening. You must do it. Do this favor to yourself, because it empowers you to really begin to live your life. It empowers you to live for yourself and also to live for others, helping you to fulfill the very purpose why you are here in this life, in this human birth. So I invite each and every one of you, kindly check out the Inner Awakening website, www.innerawakening.org, or you can inbox me, and I would love to share more details. This is just a short video, but I'd love to share more details, answer any of your questions. This is the best choice, the best decision for yourself. Don't wait. Come now. Come quick. Nityanandam.